Done much to give back great to the world with a smile in my heart. Rushing through the twisting dramas, always someone gonna want what I got. Feeling no worries, scholarly, scholastic, up to date on abundant ploys and tactics to stop this train. I connect less to everything when you're around. Don't want to keep explaining the details, just have to get them done. Want you to see with your own mind what it means, but I find more frustration in the after explanation. I don't like to do this daily and I can't get the ground I need. Happy life is therapeutic, sleeping and dreaming to seek some regularity, cause current life is unnerving. Using all these words to find an outlet to go out of my fears, to bring tongue out. Yes, someone's always got a way to take this money from my hands, standing in the epicenter of my life and watching it all getting closer and closer, watching for the next step, cause when it comes we gotta go, sir. Writing all this up for protective stipulation, cause even when my motives blunt, others seem to find a way in, dodging all the simple thoughts for now, while I have a breather, wanting for another time to make it to the freezer. Breathe away the fire by inhaling off-gassed ice men, wicked off the insane balance of an epic munchin, drinking my share of tea with a special made cookie made with love. All my heart keeps telling me is something is changing. By the time this year is over, I will reach another pinnacle and take a little moment to enjoy everything that we tilled. Rock this body hard like busy churning butter, and when we ask directly, we come up with a stutter. Wiping sweat off my cheeks is glad my bones are higher, and when I gotta get to it, my soul is set on fire. Jumping around like a bee flower to flower, get it all done like 50 in an hour, tossing dough and rocking it and growing it by the hour, chasing all the deadlines like it matters in the now, and destroy my competition. Now I know why you spectate, cause in my house I fill your void with all of my plates. Scribbling this out seems to be the only way to pull the oil plug to refresh my newer transmission lubricant. The gear in my head to get stuck on toxic buildup, so it gets tough to make sense in a world that shifts so quickly. 1 minute I am on full and the next all engines seized. Logic is locked in my brain but needs to expel. Surrounded by all the things that set back into my space. Abundantly educated was when I wasn't feeling trapped in my inability to say what I needed to say. Still considered a triple threat. Of course I still hold my composure like my protective armor. Feeling the need to really get into this. How can I get in and fight for the best self? This isn't a need for closure. This is what we have dreamed and worked for all of our lives. Yes, I felt alive on wings for hours and hours and half of my nights. Jumping from place to place, reading all the instructions over and over, smiling at the sky mall bullshit that actually looked enticing enough to buy over the phone just for the day. Spending years bettering myself for something else, or my best self. Who really knows for sure what you grow up in front of a box that teaches you what to be? Being a human really looks like. When was the last time that you followed your heart? Yet self is still within the whole mechanism. Yes, I have no idea either. Fuck it all if I'm not a professional. I still feel I get better, smarter, stronger, even though half my soul is somewhere else, and I can't locate the rabbit hole I need to get down in to get it back. When I really want it, I don't think so much about it to ensure all is perfection, without my own meddling, like the desire to crunch into something deeply, like a commitment but a little more committed. Grew up this way, saw how this could work the best, but not all were on the same page. Uncertain how to elaborate why it was so important, like some little piece that had to be refired, rebooted, same thing. That little nudge that broke through the muddy dam, the communication barrier between what my brain understood and what visual idea I was trying to convey. My years of silence as an individual were potentially to do with this misfire, but my psyche clung to this like a lifeline. It already took so much time in fleeting moments. The doubts would fester and my demeanor would shift, so much so I would worry about my mental health. Here I was in this place, new. I was an apprentice in this field, a master of life, but a toddler to this occupation. I was truly a village idiot for a time that has yet to be determined. All the while in my head, I am furious. Why can't I get this? Why do I need to ask? I've done hundreds of these. Why am I still asking? But then it all changes again, and I think that I can get it this time because everything is making more sense, and now it's really solidifying.